Hi, I'm Jason Vandenberg, and I'm the creative director on Red Steel 2. We're going to show you a sneak peek at our first level here. Everything you're going to see here is in-game, running on the Wii.
Now, you sure that won't tear his hands off? It might.
We have a new setting. Our game is set in a fictional version of the Nevada desert, a town called Caldera. Sort of an East meets West, Tokyo and Reno sort of a feel. We took the Asian elements and Western elements and sort of smashed them together into this mix-up that you see in a modern world. We've got a new look for Red Steel 2 that we're pretty excited about. We wanted to take a realistic setting, sense of realism. I wanted you to be able to have believable bad guys in a believable city. But we also really like the comic graphic novel style, the more visually interesting styles. And so we wanted to blend those two together to make a unique look for Red Steel 2 that would fit the setting, fit the hero, fit the gameplay. And we think we found it. This is our new hero for Red Steel 2. He's a bit of a badass. He's a bit of a mystery. He's a mix of many things. He's a gunslinger samurai. He uses a sword in one hand and a revolver in the other. He's a member of an ancient clan of defenders. This is his town, his area, and he's come back looking for revenge.
Hey, boss! Are you okay?
You are a dead.
Here we are in the level. The player has survived his drag through the desert, and now he needs to find his weapons. His gun there is on the ground in front of him. Now he needs a katana. We spent a great deal of time working on our motion and camera and shooting controls in Red Steel 2. We found that with the addition of the Wii Motion Plus, we have a new level of fidelity, a new level of quality, and new abilities that we didn't have before. For example, we know where the Wiimote is pointing at all times, so even if you point the Wiimote off the screen, we can still give the player camera control. We've also learned a great deal about bounding box issues and how to make the steering and control more natural for different styles of players. And if you're an advanced player, you'll have a series of options to allow you to configure camera controls to suit your style of play. Here you can see our mini-map. We wanted to have some nice, simple exploration in our game, but we hate being lost. So if at any time you can push the 1 button and summon up your mini-map there. It'll show you your objectives and where you need to go. And that, of course, will become more and more detailed as you earn your way through the game.
Soon, boss.
These guys are jackals. They're the local thugs and bad guys. The world is better off without them in it.
Bring his body to the saloon. I'll be waiting.
When we first got our hands on the Wii Motion Plus, it was clear that it was going to change everything for us, and it really did. It enables us to have a whole new style of input that is perfect for sword fighting. When you want to attack in Red Steel 2 with your Wiimote, you just swing the Wiimote as if it were a sword. Right to left, left to right, up and down, and we measure the strength of your blow as well. We know how hard you're swinging the sword, and that matters in game. When you do a light slash, that'll do a little bit of damage. When you do a heavy slash, that'll do more damage, and some enemies you're going to need to hit a little bit harder than others. You can see this enemy is well armored. He's protected against your lighter slashes, and if you don't hit him hard enough, your blows will just bounce right off. But if you hit him hard, the armor comes peeling right off, and then you can drop him.
Get some!
As you can see, our combat is very up close and personal. It involves a lot of getting in there and striking and moving back. It's kind of like a first-person brawler, which has been exciting to discover. It feels like a very visceral, in-your-face kind of experience. Although the gun is still a powerful and useful tool, you really going to need to become a master of the sword to beat this game. When your enemies are getting down to the end of their health, you have a variety of finish moves you can use to end the combat with a little bit of style. Our world's full of breakable, destructible objects. We think breaking things is fun, so we'll put that in our game. You'll find rewards like this around the world, and you collect cash, which you can then later exchange for goods and skills.
Hey, who's that? You're gonna pay for that!
This is one of our bigger fights. Give you a taste of the full Red Steel 2 combat experience. You can see here that the player is focused on moving. He's focused on his position. He's using the dash ability to good purpose. You can see him moving quickly around opponents, backwards and forwards. Our hero is very maneuverable. You dash simply by pushing a direction and pressing A. I remembered going back to being a kid in the backyard with a stick and my brother, and we would fight and, sort of beat the crap out of each other with swords, or what we pretended to be swords. And that experience, that fantasy experience of every stick I picked up was a sword, was something I wanted to recapture with this game, and we feel like we've done it.
Get some! Get some!
This is a minigame we created to take advantage of the Wii Motion Plus features. We wanted to create something that was totally unique. You hold the Wiimote up to your ear as if you were listening to the safe, and you turn the Wiimote, the Wii Motion Plus, as if it were the dial. and you can hear click, 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 click. And then when you find the right position, bang, you can open up the safe. It's pretty cool, and it can't be done on another system. One of our core philosophies on the project is that hitting things is fun, and that extends to doors as well. So we just kind of let you bash your way through the doorways and as you make your way on here. This is the lift. You can see you can knock a guy into the air, shoot him. And then if you're feeling particularly saucy, you can knock him in the air, follow him into the air with a dash, and then knock him back down to the ground. Combat in Red Steel 2 is a physically involving activity. You're really moving, and we wanted to create this sense of motion and combat and tactical position, because that's what Melee is like. It's dynamic, and it's moving, and it's quick. It's not me standing still and putting bullets in guys on the other side. It's about moving and where you are and making sure that you're in the best possible position.
Come on!
Enemies will come at you with directional attacks. They're going to attack vertically, and they're going to attack horizontally, and you have to pick the right direction while parrying. It really gives you a sense of back and forth style of swordplay, that ching ching ching, that kind of the classic swordplay, something we really wanted to try and capture in this game. This is our heavy. It's a bad idea to attack this guy from the front. As you can see, he's well armored from the front. He's got good gear, and you need to get around behind him. A good use of the dash here will get you in the right position to be able to attack him. That's the end of the level. I hope you've enjoyed this sneak peek at Red Steel 2, and we hope you enjoy the game.